What's going on? Zach Crawford here, and in this video we're going to talk about how to get started with affiliate marketing if you're a complete beginner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you the strategies I've used to create a 7-figure business with just affiliate marketing alone. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw on my whiteboard here, and I'm going to go over these strategies, and we're going to actually talk about 3 different strategies. 1, which is more beginner friendly. 2 is starting to step into the intermediate level. This will get you to the 6-figure mark. And then the next step, number 3, is like how you go from like 6 to 7 figures. Now, I want you to realize the great thing about affiliate marketing is the fact that it has a low barrier to entry. You don't need to stock products. You don't need to have any type of inventory. You don't need to know any type of advanced marketing to get started. You don't have to do customer service. You just focus on promoting other people's proven products that they've done all that stuff for you. And also, even if you're somebody who's on a budget, it's a great business to get started with. And then, of course, you can scale up as you have money. So I'm going to be kind of sharing you some beginner level strategies, and we'll work our way up to more advanced. Now, with that being said, we're going to talk about the first steps of what you need, and then I'm going to explain each of those in detail. Then we'll go to the intermediate level, and we'll go to the advanced level, right? So number 1 is the beginner level, right? And number 1 is where basically you need a pocket of people or a audience. And this is what most people refer to as a niche audience. You're basically picking a pocket of people that are interested in a specific topic. Now, what I suggest if you're like, hey, Zach, what's the best topic or what's the best, niche to get into? I think the best niche is to get into something you're interested in, right? Something like a hobby. It could be even marketing if you're passionate about marketing. It could be, weight loss. It could be something like golf. It doesn't really matter. As long as there's an audience out there, they're spending lots of money and they're very, very interested in a topic, you can make a lot of money in it. Now, for me, personally, I've been in tons of niches. I've literally created over 150 different websites in my day, and everything from like black leather couches to like things like STDs. And embarrassingly, I've done those. I've done a lot of stuff in this industry that I just didn't enjoy. It's not like I wasn't proud of it. I just didn't enjoy doing it. It was very, very hard to create content. I share all the time one site that I put a ton of effort into, and I was making money, but I had to dump it, which was HVAC, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. And I was basically referring people to colleges to basically, get into HVAC school. And even though it made money, even though it was something that, could have scaled up and made good money, I just didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it, so I couldn't continue with it. So if you pick something you actually like, something that you enjoy serving that market, helping the people, adding value to their lives and impacting them, you're going to make so much more money than if you're just doing something just to make money. So the next thing you're going to need is your platform. And your platform is where you're going to create content. And so the content can be, I'm just going to make these videos because I prefer videos now these days. And then it could also be several other things, right? And I'm going to explain this here in a second. So it could be Instagram, if you like images. It could be YouTube. It could be a blog. It could be a podcast. And there's many of different platforms you can get into, right? Personally, for me, I like YouTube and blogging. And I started years ago with blogging, and that's how I made my first $500,000 online, is writing articles. And we're going to talk about the specific types of content you create to do that. But the reason I got into blogging initially is like this video stuff terrified me. The thought of like talking on camera, people could make fun of me, people could like try to say mean things. It just terrified me. I had a major phobia of doing it. Now, this day and age, I'd rather do a video all day long, but I still do blogging. So the thing I want you to realize is the platform doesn't matter as much. As long as your audience is out there creating, or I should say digesting content in that marketplace, it can work for you. Now, the next thing you're going to need, besides your platform, is you are going to need a product to sell, right? I'm just going to make like a little sales page here so we have a nice little diagram to talk about. And at the end of the day, this right here is where most people I see go wrong. Like people focus on, on the product, what's the biggest commission I can make? Or like what's 5 or 10 different products I can promote? And the one thing I always tell people is like one audience, one actual content platform you're going to build on, and then one product to sell. You literally can get to a 6-figure business, even higher than that, just doing that. But a lot of people try to go out there and sell anything and everything to make commissions. And what I want to really get to you is that this is my rule that I follow. 1, when I promote something, I have to truly believe in it and use it. Like a lot of people will promote products that they don't even test just because of the commission. Me personally, I understand that when I promote products to my audience, if I promote just one bad thing, if I recommend a product that don't really help them, it doesn't serve them, or if that product creator that I'm recommending them to abuses their trust, they're going to associate that with me. And as an affiliate marketer, your whole goal is to create positive expectations all the way through the process. Like, they're going to remember who recommended that product. So if you recommend somebody to an amazing product, they're going to like thank you for it. If you recommend them to a bad product, they're never going to buy from you again. So one of the things I like to look for personally, I like reoccurring income. I like something I can promote once and I keep making money for it. My favorite is software, because once somebody gets a piece of software, they usually don't cancel it. I have promoted a lot of membership sites in the past, and then you can also find, some courses out there where you can make bigger ticket commissions depending on what industry you're in. Those can be good as well. Now, here's the thing. So this is the basic setup, right? We have the pocket of people over here, the audience that are interested in something. It can be anything. Like we said, weight loss, golfing, it can be marketing. It doesn't matter. A niche is a niche is a niche. They all are profitable. You got your content, which is basically, the pieces of content you're putting out there, whether it's articles, it's videos, it's audio, if it's a podcast. And then you got your product. So here's the basic process, right? We're going to use web hosting in this actual example. And the reason we're going to use web hosting is I understand this industry very, very well because I've made a lot of money blogging, right? And so with blogging, there's a lot of different things that people are trying to learn. So here's examples of like your content you could create, right? You could do how-tos. So like how to set up a blog. And if you don't know, the blogging industry is massively profitable. So like if you're somebody that's like doesn't want to get into, teaching make money online because you feel that that's unethical, there's so many different things out there that you can serve an industry, like tools, which is my favorite, that people are out there buying in droves. I want you to realize with affiliate marketing, all you're doing is finding a pocket of people in a topic you're really interested in and can create content around, and then recommending good products that can help them. So you could do how to set up a blog. Now the next one could be, for instance, I'm just going to give you an example like Bluehost review. So when I told you that basically, I made all the money, and that's supposed to be a V there. I messed it up, so just bear with me. That's a V. So it looks like review. So when I first made all that money, the $500,000 with blogging, a lot of my content was around reviews, right? I was doing a lot of reviews on different products and things that were in my industry. And so reviews are very, very powerful. And the reason I like blogging and I like YouTube the best is because it's search traffic. To me, it's like hands down the best traffic. When you go to something like Facebook, Instagram, and places like that are not based on search and keywords, things that people are typing in the search engines, it's kind of generic. You're creating your content and you're kind of just throwing things against the wall and then seeing what sticks, seeing what content really resonates with your audience. Compared to with search traffic, you literally can do research, figure out what people are out there trying to learn. You just go learn it yourself and then just start sharing it and then linking to good products that can help them. So like Bluehost review is an example, right? Now another one could be a comparison. So that could be like Bluehost, and I probably didn't specify for anybody that doesn't know what Bluehost is. It's web hosting. Like when you actually set up a blog, you need hosting to host that blog. So it could be Bluehost versus HostGator. HostGator is a very popular one. And just so you know, these actual like affiliate programs for Bluehost and HostGator, you can make like $100+ every time somebody actually signs up for hosting. You literally could make a $20,000 a month income if you just created content around nothing but hosting. So here's a great niche if you don't have one. Now another one I like to do is like generic how-tos, right? And these are like other topics that are related. So one of the things I want you to realize when you're creating content for your audience, not everything should be to sell stuff. So like right here, this one would be like how to set up a blog. And then of course you create very valuable content, so step-by-step process of how to set it up. And you document like in your blog post or in your video how you're doing it with the particular hosting that you're using. So example, like how to set up a blog with Bluehost, right? And then you're gonna link out to the sales page. Now, keep in mind, this is the beginner method. Now, Bluehost review, and you're gonna talk about, is Bluehost good? Is it bad? I want you to realize when somebody types in like product name review or even product name scam, a lot of people would even think product name scam means that, oh God, the product's bad. You got to stay away from it. You got to realize the psychology of how we think as human beings these days, because we're marketed to every single day. People are trying to figure out, is it good or is it bad? So even if somebody types in product name scam, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a scam. It just means that they're out there trying to research, should I buy this thing or should I not? And so for instance, the Bluehost review, you don't want to do what amateur affiliates will do. This is what most affiliate marketers do when they get into it. They're so caught up on getting a sell that they don't really care about the audience. And I want you to realize, for me, I never recommend a product I don't believe in. I never create any piece of content that I don't think will actually be helpful for my audience because I'm just doing it only for myself. Everything I do, I try to take my focus and remind myself every single day, Zach, stop thinking about the result, stop thinking about getting sales, and only focus on serving your audience and help them. And the reason being is, even if somebody doesn't buy a product, if you create great content and they start following you, you build trust with them. And trust is the most important element to anything in business. When you have somebody's trust, they're going to buy stuff from you eventually. So like with this Bluehost review, you're going to talk about the pros and the cons and realize that every single product has pros and cons. There's not a single product out there. Like a perfect example is this camera that I'm shooting on, right? It's an amazing camera. The quality's amazing and everything, right? And when I was going to watch reviews on this, like this setup of the camera I'm using with just the lens and the camera, we're talking about $5,000. So obviously you can probably imagine when I went on YouTube, I was watching all these different reviews on, is the camera good? What's the pros of it? What's the downsides? So some of the pros were, of course, that the autofocus is amazing. So if I move around, it tracks my face very well. Some of the downsides were it has some issues with the mic, right? So like where you plug in the mic, at times it's known that it can go faulty kind of, from time to time. So when I watched the reviews, that all they were saying is this camera is amazing, it's all, you got to get it, and all that, and I could tell all they cared about was like just getting me to click the link and go buy it. I literally exited the video. But the people that actually showed me the things that they did and did not like about it, that's who I ended up buying through. I bought through people that I trusted because of the fact that they respected me enough to know that I'm not dumb, I'm not stupid, and I know that there's good and bad to everything. And so that's how you want to treat your reviews, right? So like with Bluehost, you could talk about the pros, things that you like about it, things you don't like about it, and then maybe you could even also say, hey, this might be a better fit for you. You could even recommend another host, and then you link out to the product. Now, the other one is like Bluehost versus HostGator. We talked about that, right? So in that one, you could talk about the pros and cons of each hosting and based on different needs. And you could even like do some research yourself to see what other people have created and create your own version of that piece of content. Now, the other one I call generic how-tos, or I guess a better name I could call this is evergreen content. So one of the things I like to do is focus about 80% of my time creating content around generic how-tos. So here's the thing I've learned as an affiliate marketer, and this is what I made the mistake of doing in my early days, was if I was promoting like Bluehost, right? So say Bluehost is the affiliate program I'm promoting, I would make my whole blog or my whole YouTube channel about nothing but that. And the problem with that is if like in the future, I don't know, 6 months, 12 months down the line, I found a better piece of software that I thought would fit my audience better, like a lot of that content I created, even though I could get sales on it, it's great, it's kind of useless. And there's even sometimes with affiliate programs that they no longer decide to continue their affiliate program. Maybe they change directions, right? So if I made my whole content piece, my whole platform about that product, I've really kind of screwed myself. I've really set myself up to create all this hard work, and all it is just a giant sales pitch. Another thing I like to think of too is the user perspective of people coming across me. If my whole YouTube channel or my whole blog is all about review, I want you to think of the person hitting your YouTube channel or your blog. What are they going to think? Man, this is just a giant pitch fest. So what I do is I create a lot of generic evergreen content. So examples of this could be like the best WordPress plugins. Now, another actual piece of content you could create is the best WordPress themes. So a WordPress theme is basically, it's like a skin. Think of it as like a skin on the website. When it looks all pretty and all the cool design, like when you're actually setting up a website, there's plugins. Plugins are like the functionality. It makes it do specific features. The theme is like the design and how it looks. Each one of these things are things people are actually searching. So you want to go deeper. And that's why when I say pick a specific audience, like a lot of people try to like go all over the place, right? I'm trying to go super deep and cater to multiple layers of people that are interested in that topic. So somebody looking to set up a blog, the first step is I want to set up a blog. Then from there, after they start setting up their blog, they're probably gonna like, all right, I want to customize this thing. So I need a WordPress theme, which there's tons of affiliate programs. You can get additional commissions there. Then they're gonna be like, okay, I need to learn about plugins and how that works. And I'm gonna create content around the plugins. Some of them can be free because remember, you don't want to make everything a sales pitch. And some of them could be paid plugins. And then I'm going to create a bunch of other content. It's all based around things that people are searching in this specific niche. And when you do this, what's going to happen is you have all these pieces of content that's constantly linking back to the sales page. And over time, you're creating a little army of �𝐸s or little armies of you that are going to work every single day. And what I call this process is digital real estate. So real estate obviously requires you to invest quite a bit of money, right? But with digital real estate, the great thing is that you can do this with your time. And once you build it up, it becomes a little evergreen, army of content out there that's working for you, getting you sales every single day. And when you focus on this process over the course of 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, you literally can build a massive business. And I'm not just saying this to fluff you up, but if you followed the process of just what I'm showing you here, and you're a complete beginner, and you focused on creating content that's valuable, that really is serving and helping an audience, like you honestly could build a $10, $20, even $30,000 a month income in literally 6 to 12 months. If you stayed focused, if you worked day in and day out, and you've seen the vision of where you're going, that's how fast the affiliate marketing industry can actually be built, right? A lot of people, they jump around, but when I get into a niche, I'm focused on creating a massive amounts of valuable content every single day. That's what I wake up with, the thought. How can I add more value to my audience and create better content that's going to help and serve them? Okay, so the next step is a little bit more intermediate, right? Now, here's the one problem that I want to talk about really quick with this level of affiliate marketing, right? And this is great for an affiliate marketer that's just getting started as a beginner. But if you want to go to that next level, you want to go to level 2. And honestly, I would suggest to start with level 2 out of the gate. I would say level 1 is better if you just want to dip your toes in the water and experiment. Or if you're somebody that's on a budget, like if you had no money, you could go out there and promote products, say just with a YouTube channel and signing up to affiliate programs. The one problem with that is if you don't have a website or you don't have the basic essentials in place, some of the affiliate programs will not approve you. So that's why I said, there's levels to this, right? You can start for free, but when you have a little bit of money to invest, it's going to speed up the process and you're going to get approved for better affiliate programs with higher payouts and they're more reliable. Now, step number 2 is where you step into intermediate territory, right? And I'm just going to draw number 2 here. And this is where you can go to like 6, even multiple 6 figures if you do this. And here's the thing I want you to realize. In step number 1, the beginner level, you're going to need a lot of traffic to make a lot of money. And the reason being is most people don't buy right away. I talk about this all the time on my channel. It's been proven, and there's a stat out there if you want to go look it up, that it takes an average of 7 points of contact before somebody makes a purchase. I actually think it's a lot more than that. I think now people are so skeptical because they've probably been through the ringer a few times, and it doesn't just mean in your industry. But people are being marketed to every single day, so their skepticism is through the roof. A lot of people even turn off the moment that they think they're being marketed to. So you got to really do a lot of work with your content and building value in order to get the sale. So that's where this comes in. So up here really quick, right? We have our content, and what we're doing with the content, right, is we're sending people over to the sales page. And the problem with this is we don't really have an asset. We do have like our platform. Say like, for example, we built up a YouTube channel or an Instagram. We have our followers. But the problem with this is that those people are following tons of different people, and if for some reason your YouTube channel got taken down, right? Let's just say you got banned from YouTube. It's happened before. Plenty of people have had it happen. Instagram. There's been people, I've read plenty of stories where their Instagram profile, just like Facebook, took it over. So this is why the second stage is even more powerful, because it allows you to, 1, get in contact with people multiple times to actually, further along the process of getting them to buy. And 2, if you ever lose your marketing platform, you have an audience that you actually can stay in contact with. You still have a business. So here's what we're going to do, right? Instead of this content we're linking over to the sales page, we're going to bring it down here. So instead of, and I know this diagram is getting messy, so the content's right here, and we're going to link down to here instead of going straight to the sales page. So I'm going to draw out the diagram down here a little bit so it doesn't get so confusing. So here's our content, right? We've been creating this content and these little evergreen assets that are out there working for us. Now, the difference of what we're going to do here is we're not going to link straight to a sales page. We're going to link and build what's called an email list. And this is like your most valuable asset. So one of the things I always use an example here is a lot of people think the product they're selling is the asset, right? So if you look at something like Starbucks, most people think Starbucks is in the coffee business, but they're not. They're in the distribution business. If they want to sell more coffee, they set up more stores. The same equivalent online is building an email list, right? This is your distribution channel to sell whatever you want. Like you have an email list, you have your own store, now you just offer out the additional products you have. So instead of just sending directly to that affiliate offer, what we would do is create an email list. And here's how it works. So I got the email list there, but like you go like right here, and you're going to have this one page, and it's going to have like a headline. It could even possibly have a video, depending on if you like doing that. And then there's going to be a little box for them to put their email in. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to give something away massively valuable for free. You're going to see a trend here of what I talk about in this video and every video on my channel, which is adding value and caring about the people that you're serving. So this is where I spend a lot of my time putting tons of effort into creating a really valuable giveaway. It can be like an ebook, it could be an audio, it could be like a video or a video series, or it can even be a series of emails. So we're going to make it really simple. And so basically when somebody opts in, we would just send them these emails. And this could be, 3 to 5 emails. And so the difference is instead of us sending straight to the sales page, we're collecting emails. And so what's going to happen is we're going to have a pocket of people. Say like we get 1,000 people on this email list, we're going to have a very, very good business. And the industry standard is that you should make $1 per email subscriber on your list every single month. So if you have 1,000 people, you should make $1,000 a month every single month. That doesn't mean that every single person is buying something that's worth $1. It means it's going to average out across the board of the people on the list. It's going to come the right time for people to buy at different times. One of my students' name is Steve Howe. He's in the real estate industry and he followed this process. And with his first 1,000 subscribers in his first year following me, he made over $100,000 with just 1,000 people. So remember what I said, it's more profitable with a smaller audience when you collect an email list because you can follow up with them. The money is in the follow-up. It's not in just recommending products sporadically out there and hoping somebody will buy. That's what you call hope marketing. When you collect the email, you can follow up with them consistently, add more value, offer more offers, and it's going to allow you to make more money. So basically what we would do here is we have email 1, we have email 2, and then it keeps going. Email 2, 3, 4, 5, however, you can even do 20 emails. I've done as long as 20 emails. And basically what these emails are used is to share some tips. It's to help overcome objections, because realize, everybody, remember the pros and the cons. People are going to say, yeah, but Zach, that product won't work for me because of this, or I don't know if this is a good fit for me because of this. And in your emails, you're going to hit them with different angles that offer, more valuable tips to help them understand how the product can help their life become, more easy. It can make things more simple for them. It can help them solve a big problem they have. And then what you do is you link to the sales page. So you're still linking to the sales page, but the difference is you're collecting the email so you can follow up with them. So a lot of people have even said, well, Zach, I can get more people to the sales page though if I just link to it. Yes, that is true. But if you go back to my point of what I said, most people don't buy on the first point of contact. They don't trust you. They don't know you that well. There's not a relationship established yet. And so by collecting these emails, you're going to make more money with less people because you can follow up with them. So here's the great part, right? You've got these, and some of the people are going to buy here as they go through this email sequence, but you've built that email list, right? So like now we have this email list here and the people are stored up here on our email database. Now we can literally link out to other offers, other products, and you can make additional money. And this is how, if you've ever heard anybody talk about the lifetime customer value, like you have a one-time sell, but businesses do not survive on a one-time sell. Like if you only were able to sell one product to the person, you don't really have a business, right? But here we have a distribution channel just like Starbucks. We can keep selling more coffee, or in our case, we're selling other things that go along with their hosting. We sell them hosting first, then we offer them a WordPress theme, then we offer them premium plugins, then we offer them a course on how to make money with blogging, recommending the different products that will help them. And this is how you make additional money. So maybe like right here, you make $100 for recommending the hosting. And then here you make $50 for, recommending a plugin. And then right here, you make another $100 for recommending a premium WordPress theme. And then you recommend now a course where it's $1,000 and you make 50% of that, and you make $500 for recommending a course. Now, do you see the difference here when you collect the email list? Why the fact it's more profitable than just recommending the product? Because if they just go to the product, they don't buy, and then they leave, wherever your platform is and go off and do something else, the reality is they probably forgot about you. If they subscribe to your YouTube channel or they followed you on Instagram, then great. You still have a chance to follow up with them, but an email list is going to be more profitable because you can continue to build that relationship. So the next thing we're going to do is talk about level 3, which is where you make the big bucks. Okay. Okay, so level 3 is where you go from being like an intermediate affiliate to a super affiliate. Now, what a super affiliate means is basically you can dominate anything you touch. You literally can walk into something, see it's working well for other people, and you do what I'm about to talk about here, and you just dominate the competition. So I learned this years ago, and honestly, this is like if we could call anything a secret, this is the secret. And what we're talking about here is what's called the bonus stack, or another way of referring to it is the irresistible offer. And basically what we're doing here is we're making the product that we're recommending so irresistible that like people would crawl over broken glass to get it. And what's crazy, I remember years ago when I first learned this concept, I learned it by following Russell Brunson and watching what he was doing and asking myself like, man, why does this guy take my money? Like literally everything he sold I bought, and I started mimicking it, and the power of it was amazing. And so when first time I actually implemented this and I tried it for an offer that I was doing, and it was like a $2,500 product that I was selling as an affiliate, right? And I remember people coming to me and going, Zach, what did I just buy? And I'm like, what did you just buy? What do you mean? And they're like, well, I don't quite understand. Like, what all do I get with the thing that I just bought? And I'm like, wait a minute. So you don't understand what you just bought, the product. Why did you buy it? And they're like, I wanted your bonus. And I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. And that's when my income just shot up like a rocket ship. And I just started doing it and doing it and doing it, and it got better and better. So when you learn this process, you're going to be truly amazed at how you get like little sporadic sales here and there to like it gets crazy. So basically what we're doing, as I said, we're going to stack the value. We're going to make it so irresistible. So we're going to use the example of web hosting, right? So I want to kind of draw this out for how it works. So here's the process. You know, like normally we would just send people to a sales page over here, right? So this is the sales page. So this is what it looks like. This is the sales page. And, you know, in the normal process we talked about, like with our emails, right? We would just like, you know, here's the email. We'd link down to the sales page. Now the difference is from our email, we're going to link to here. We're going to link to the bridge page, and we're going to add an extra step. Now, it's not anything crazy. This is not super hard to do, and you can start super basic and work your way up. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to create what I call the bridge page. That's a B, just bear with me. We're going to create the bridge page. And so here is my little happy self smiling saying, hey, what's going on? Zach Crawford here, and today I want to tell you about this thing. And so right here is the button, and this is like click here, right? And basically what we're doing, and we're just going to make this person over here, right here, this is our prospect. They're coming across us, right? And we're linking them to the bridge page right here. And the bridge page is basically like, hey, when you sign up, you're going to get this, you're going to get this, you're going to get this, and that's a total value of $500, right? So I'm going to give you an example of how I did it. So here is Bluehost, and we're going to use this example. So here's Bluehost, and one of my old offers is like this. When you actually get Bluehost and you sign up for it, it's not going to cost you any additional money. Like you already need Bluehost in order to set up your website. But when you do, I'm going to give you this premium WordPress theme that you would literally have to go pay $100 additional out of your money. And I went and licensed it as an agent or as an agency. You're also going to get these premium plugins, which I also did the same thing. If you'd go buy these would be $75 to install on your blog. Now, on top of that, I'm going to have my team set it up for you because I understand that some people get, they're really stressed out with tech. We're going to take care of all that for you. We're going to set it up. And on top of that, I'm going to give you my course, which teaches you how I made my first $500,000 blogging. And that's a total combined value of, $500. I'm just giving you an example. So what you're doing here is when they actually go, they see all these bonuses, they're like, oh my God, I get all that for signing up. And this button that says click here, I had click her, you click here, now it's going to link over to the sales page. And that's just going to be your affiliate link with the button. And when they buy it, now they're getting all those bonuses. So what happens is all the other affiliates are just out there promoting Bluehost and saying, here's how you set up the blog and here's how it works. And what you're doing is you're adding additional value to it, right? You're making it so amazing that it's just like, wow, like I get all that stuff for free. And the most powerful word in marketing is free. We love to get free stuff. Think about it. When you go to the store and like you buy one, you get one free, it incentivizes you to buy it, right? That's exactly what we're doing. We're creating an offer that makes it so irresistible that it's almost like dumb not to whip out your credit card and spend money. And so this is the difference between making a little bit of sales and making a lot of sales. This will scale you up very, very big when you apply this concept. So with that being said, That's the three methods, right? Number one is more beginner level if you just want to test things out. Level number two is if you're actually serious about affiliate marketing and want to turn this into a full-time income. Level number three is when you want to play in the big boy field and you want to actually, or girl field too. There's girls out there that are super affiliates. You want to basically make a lot of money in the affiliate marketing industry, right? So here's the thing. If you got value from this video, make sure to smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you get notified when I drop new videos. And finally, if you want to see this whole process we just covered, like how to put all the stuff together, how to make the irresistible offers, how to actually build the email list so you can build that tribe and have realistic, reliable income coming in month after month, I actually have a free training in the description below that will walk through this whole process. Now, finally, if you have any questions, just throw them in the comments. I'll engage with you down there if anything doesn't make sense, and I'll answer your questions in the comments. So with that being said, take care, and I will see you in the next video.